Hi, my name is Maddie Schultz, and I went on the Lille, Paris, France trip in 2018. So one of the things that I was really nervous about was going to live with a family. That's kind of like, I think that's everyone's biggest thing. But actually one of the things that helped me the most was I talked a lot with my host family before I went over there. So we actually exchanged emails, did some picture sending of each other, and my host sister was actually my age, and we talked a lot before I went over there, so I really felt like I had a good idea of who they were, like what they liked. Like we would joke around on email and stuff like that. So before I went over there, I had a really good idea of who I would be staying with, these people that I've never met before but seemed to be really nice, so that was really helpful to me. The thing I liked the most about living with a family was definitely my host sister. So not everyone gets in this situation where you have someone who's the same age as you, the same gender as you, but my host sister, we were very similar, and we actually wound up being really good friends. We still talk now. I've been back for about 2 months, and we still send emails every now and then and talk and have a good time. The coolest thing about living with a family is she wanted to work on her English, and I really wanted to work on my French, so together we helped each other get better. And I remember this one game we played. We walked to this huge department store, and we'd point at random things, and she'd say it in French, then I'd say it in English, and we'd quiz each other and then walk back. And it was really fun. I remember she knew how to say fishtail, but she didn't know how to say pillow, and I just thought that was absolutely hilarious, the things that they learned. But that was definitely the coolest thing for me, was just making that friendship with someone who speaks a completely different language than you, who just lives a completely different life, and to be able to laugh and make that connection was just one of the coolest things I've ever done. In terms of Paris, definitely the architecture was just incredible. It was just jaw-dropping, and after you spend 5 days living with the family, to be back and speaking English, it's weird. I remember calling my mom and starting off in French and being wait, no, I need to be speaking in English because she doesn't know French. But Paris is incredible. It is truly just a gorgeous city. The people, the food, the culture, everything there I just loved so much. I would love to live there someday. Probably can't afford it, but hey, that's okay. Definitely gonna go back. Really incredible. I loved it. So some advice I have, when you're with your host family, go in with an open mind. You don't know what things they like to do. You don't know really anything about them. It's truly going to live with a stranger across the country. But what you need to do is go in, be willing to try anything and everything. Don't be afraid to say no when if they offer you something for to eat and you don't like that, say no. They aren't going to be oh my gosh, this prissy American. They're going to be okay, you don't like that, that's fine. We can make something else for you. The other thing is when they give you options or ask you what you want to do, tell them what you want to do. If they say, do you want to go to a museum or do you want to go spend a day swimming? What do you want to do? You tell them what you want to do. Don't just be "Semet dega." Actually tell them, because they want to do what you want to do, so that way you can learn how they live and stuff like that. And then the third thing is just speak French all the time. They know that you're going to be speaking some pretty flawed French. They know that you're not perfect. They don't expect you to be, really. And I had a lot of good laughs with my family. My family actually kept Google Translate up on their laptop, so when we'd both struggle and we both just kind of stare at each other what did you just say, we'd run over there, type it in real quick, and we'd figure it out and then laugh about it. But definitely speaking French, my French improved so much. I remember telling my host family, me and my host mom took walks every day, and on the first day we did it, it was hard. I was speaking I was really struggling to understand what she was saying. It was hard to keep the conversation going. And by the last day, we were having full-fledged conversation about American politics. And I flat up told her, I was what you just said to me, if you had said it to me 3 days ago, I would not have understood a single word you said. And it's just incredible. My listening got so much better. And I'd say my speaking did too, but when you have to listen to what they're saying to figure out how you want to respond, that's crazy helpful. And also verb tenses, those are a breeze for me now, whereas when I had gone over to France, I was oh my gosh, conditional what? It was, yeah, so it was difficult at first, but you would be amazed at how quickly you adjust when you're thrown into a situation like that. But yeah, it's worth it. That's kind of the final thing, without a doubt, go. I was on the fence for a while, and it would have been the biggest regret of my life if I had not gone. The experience, just all of it, is so amazing. You're with some amazing people. You make new friends. It's so cool. I highly, highly, highly recommend you go. Yeah, so that's it.